that no matter where you are in your journey with AI, whether you're right in the beginning or you're an intermediate user, you're not behind. It is easy to feel like you're behind. I feel like I'm behind.
Guys, I have a confession. We're doing this whole AI podcast, and I used AI as my pep talker because I hate public speaking so much. And I have never spoken like this on a camera pretty much in my life.
Like ever.
Maybe once.
I can attest to that.
It pep talked me, and this is why I'm able to speak, was the AI.
Like it really did. It really calm your
did.
nerves. Like literally calm your nerves.
It told me what to do the night before, this morning. It helped
Really?
me, like, prepare.
Okay, like this makes me crazy right now because you just brought a total realization to myself that I've been teaching public speaking over the last couple months, and how have I not encouraged my most struggling students to use AI to help them prepare? I never even thought, this is what I'm saying. And this is our topic today. How relevant is it? Just so you know, we didn't prepare this. This is
We were literally like, okay,
this is literally
AI,
what we're talking about. We need to talk about the fact that using AI is a mindset shift. Using AI is a mindset shift. And so we're going to talk about that and how we need to change our mindset in order to use it. And like, I can't believe it. You told that story, and now I just realized another situation of which I didn't use AI. Are you kidding me? So, and this is what prompted the topic today. So AI requires a mindset shift was prompted because I can't believe, after using AI for so many years, that I still don't use it in every situation. I think I find it very easy to use in things that I don't like doing. Like I think it comes naturally to think about it. But then things that maybe I've been doing for a really long time or that I feel like an expert in, I'm not thinking to do it. So like for my class, like let's just talk about that example. For my class, I used AI to do all of my lectures, like all my slides. Like I could just prompt it. What did I use? I used Beautiful AI. So if you're looking at one, I really like that one. It works great. And I could prompt it with what slides I want. And it creates like, I don't know, about on average, probably about 11 slides. And then I would just go in and add my stuff. And it took, 10 minutes as opposed to like if I was making a PowerPoint or making a Google Slides, I mean, it would take a long time.
It really does.
It was like 5 minutes. And so that was easy for me to think of because I don't want to do all that, right?
Yeah, and if you're not good at design especially, like it takes you even longer and then they don't look good. The AI makes it look good.
I'm like even terrible at Canva.
Canva has an AI now that just makes everything.
And I need you to tell me about that.
It is so good.
Because I tried to use it yesterday and it was crap. Like,
what did you tell
I'm
it to
doing
do?
it wrong.
You have to like click what format you want it. So like an Instagram post.
Yeah, no, I did that. I was in the right format.
And
I was
then what
in
did
a
you type in?
YouTube thumbnail.
Okay.
I typed in a little bit and it gave me the word, like, what
Did
is
you
this?
give it a picture to use?
Yes, I did. No, yes, I did do the picture. I did do the picture. And
Okay, I'm going to need to look at
Okay, you're going to need to look at it. So, okay, apparently Canva has a good AI. Well, you seem to know how to use it. Okay. So, so it's just a mindset shift. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. And also because using AI has now become very practical and I'm going to say necessary for you to function in the future, function. Because like right now, people are being asked so let's just say AI is, people are losing jobs. So Microsoft was 8,000. They fired, they let go 8,000. IBM, I think 6,000. I mean, it's happening, guys. Yeah. Fiverr, you've heard all of this, right? So it's happening. Okay. So then you're going to have to go, let's say you lose your job, and generally it's going to be managers. It's going to be supervisors. It's going to be, unless you are affecting the core business on what they're trying to sell, it's not looking good. Okay. So you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to interview, and they're going to ask you in the interview, how are you using AI in daily life? They are. Mm-hmm. And because what that does is it shows adaptability. It shows that you are not sticking your head in the sand and that you're actually going to jump in and learn what you need to learn and that you're part of the change. And so you need to be using it. And this is why we've created this podcast. This is why we've created this channel. Like, we are going to just share with you how we use AI in daily life and business in practical ways. And each other. Like, we've started a community. We have a forum down below. Please sign up. We are going to create a community of people to share how they're using AI because it is growing so fast. The technology is so quick. We cannot possibly keep up. So definitely check that out. You don't want to be left behind. And AI just helps you learn 10 times faster. Like, there's just real practical reasons why you should be doing it. So today, let's talk about mindset specifically and why, and let's just talk about why and how to think about AI, how to think different.
It's a really big mindset
it's a
shift.
Even
when we use it every single day, there's still so many times that we're like, why do we not just use AI and waste all this time doing it manually? It's so funny.
Yeah, because you just did that recently, didn't you?
I just was like trying to figure out this like random question, and I was reading Reddit and like all these people talking about it, and I was like, why didn't I just I spent 20 minutes trying to find an answer
lost
to a question that
forever.
I Googled. And I was like, why didn't I just ask AI like an idiot?
So, like, depending on your age, maybe you remember that Think Different Apple commercial. Do you remember that one? Or am I aging myself? Mm-hmm. That was a very, very popular commercial about how the geniuses, the people that change the world, the people that are willing to do things that are not, that are out of their comfort zone, that are not normal, are the ones that think different, are the ones that change the world. And that could not be more true than it is today. Okay? So what I want you guys to do and what I want you to take away from this episode is that you need to start thinking different. Your mindset needs to shift. And so we're going to talk about some different ways on how it needs to shift. So we want you to know that no matter where you are in your journey with AI, whether you're right in the beginning or you're an intermediate user, you're not behind. It is easy to feel like you're behind. I feel like I'm behind. I mean, so Lexi is always, listening to podcasts, learning things. My husband's always learning, and we all kind of share it between us. And like every day I just sit there like, oh, I feel like I'm so on top of it. And then yet I don't. So I just want you to know that this is how everybody feels. And I think it's just important to say that. And it just gives a peace of mind, I think.
Yeah, it's impossible to be ahead. I think the only way you're behind is if you never start.
So that's our goal for you today. Is the mindset shift is that you need to start.
Like that's all you need to do. I think the next point is you can start, and all you need to really do is just try it out. Just use it. You don't need to watch every tutorial that exists about ChatGPT or about whatever AI you're using. You just need to try it, because once you start using it, you figure out what you need to learn. You figure out your gaps. You figure out like what's important in using this AI, and then you can find a tutorial on that. Or like one thing that I do is on make.com, you can make automations for your business. So I've been making automations for her business, and I don't know how to use every aspect. Like, it's a difficult program to use. So I use ChatGPT to give me a tutorial on this one specific thing, and then it tells me exactly what to click, exactly what to do. It's really funny because I'm using one AI to teach me the other AI. I haven't even really watched that many YouTube videos.
That's a really good point.
It can teach you how to do specific things, but you just need to get started and figure out what you don't know.
Right.
Just get started, and you'll figure it out along the way.
And I think that that's really a key point. If you are a business owner, if you are like, well, okay, I have this business, I have all these employees, like I am responsible for their well-being, and like you don't want to get rid of people, and like how am I going to use AI? And so what you should do is exactly that. You should give your employees time and power in their role to use AI to simplify it, because they know what they do, and you're never going to be able to write it as good as they can and to figure it out as good as they can. So I think that that's where companies need to go, and to go quickly into letting their employees figure out how to use AI. And the thing is that AI is not to the point where it doesn't need your brain. It needs your expertise in order to use it well and to actually do the job well, because you don't want your customers to suffer. You don't want, your processes to suffer because, you thought, oh, just AI automate it. And then you find out it's a lot harder.
Well, each business is unique.
And it's unique.
Like
Correct.
We found that in her business, like I'm trying to make an automation that responds to her emails. Like she gets really like in-depth emails that are like hard to respond to.
Yeah, they're real customized. Yeah. They're not like everybody's asking me the same question.
You can automate that type of question like really easily.
Yes.
But in this case, it's really hard. So it's like the AIs aren't even that good at it yet. Like they will be very soon, but May 2025, they can't really do it yet. So we're really learning that you have to be able to apply the AI in your specific use case at this stage.
Correct. So what we do is we have AI write a response based on like my brain and my writing and my tone and how I do things, and it puts it in the drafts.
Yeah.
So in the morning I can go in, read through the drafts, make my changes.
Does that really help?
Yeah. Well, like, okay, so this is part of the mindset shift. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, I forget to do it that way.
Yeah.
You know, because I start going and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'll go and I'll spend an hour responding to emails and I'm like, oh. It was already in my drafts, and I forget because it's an adjustment. So it's an adjustment in the way of thinking about it. When I do remember, it's great. So it takes what would take 2 hours down to 15 minutes, and it does write really well. I'm not a great writer and speller, and so like it does that for me, and then I could just go in and add my 2 cents, which is really great because I still want my customers to feel like everything's personal, and it is for me. It's just that I'm just being more efficient about it. And so that's the goal with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not behind. You need to learn by using. The next point that we want to say is you don't strive for perfection, but for experimentation. Okay. So just go and try it out and experiment with it and see if it works. And you may think that AI could solve this problem over here, but then as you're experimenting, you realize it actually solves this problem over here. We've experienced that so many times.
And then even if you do like perfect one software, it'll change next month. So there's no point even trying to perfect it. Just like try and solidify the AI skills. We should do a video about the skills you need to learn. The AI skills.
The AI, like
that's another video.
What do you mean? A video of one on like what skills you need to use AI well?
No, well, yes. Like
yes.
Prompt writing.
Prompt engineering, yeah.
I don't know.
All the skills. No, that's true. That's actually a really good one because there is a lot of skills to that. And I think it's just, the mindset is adaptability, curiosity. These are the things that you need to have.
These are completely new skills to the world. They have not existed, so...
Yes, it's so weird. It's so weird, and so it's hard to get your mindset around that. So that's why we're talking about that. So that's good.
Another thing, this is the third point, is just get completely out of your brain, that you're not techie. Just get it out of your head if you're not techie, because neither of us are. Neither of us are at all. We are not techie. I have a science degree.
What we are, though, is we're adaptable, we're curious, we want to make our lives easier. These are the traits that we have. And now AI has gotten to the point where you don't need to be techie. That AI is the techie one. Like, we've created apps for my business on Replit. Is that what we use? And it has been really a game changer. And I am just not a tech person. I would never know how to do that. I don't have the money or the time to get somebody to create an app for us or a lead magnet or whatever. And it has been game changing for my business. And I don't, but the thing is, it's funny. As I got into more complicated code writing with AI, it became apparent that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So
we're not to the perfection stage.
We're not to the perfection stage. And it was like, because, my husband, he knows how to do all of that. And so he was like, well, the reason why is because it's not this and it's not this and it's not this. And I'm like,
right.
I wouldn't know that because I'm not an IT person.
So you don't need to be techie to like get started, I guess.
No, and I've had huge success and it has worked, but like it's just not to the point where it doesn't need an expert. Right. So like what you
do need to be.
So if you create something that's really good, that really solves a problem, like an app, for example, then once you have that done, then you would need to have a tech person to kind of come in and make it.
That's like the
production worthy.
That is not beginner level.
That is not beginner. Like I don't know why we're talking about on this podcast.
But you don't need to be techie, but what do you need to be? Creative and have some logic.
Right.
Like if you're trying to automate things, if you're trying to create things, you need to give it your creativity. And I mean, you just have to have the ideas. That is the most important part, because like if you get just all your ideas from AI, everyone will have the same ideas.
Right. That's true.
That's not what we want in the world. Everyone's AI ideas floating around.
Right. Exactly. So you need to be curious. And I think that there's a lot of fear around AI. And that's another point for the mindset shift. Yes. You need to eliminate fear and you need to remain curious. And you need to be like, okay, so if my job gets eliminated, immediately you have fear, right?
Yeah, I'm scared, yeah.
So like, let's get curious about, okay, what can I do next? It could be great. Like you can just have a certain different mindset way of looking at it. You can have a positive perspective or you can have a negative perspective. You can be like, this is now my opportunity to do something different. This is my opportunity to learn something different, to upskill, to do something that I've always wanted to do. Now you can. I mean, it's the age that we're living in right now, the digital landscape that we can create business out of nothing with no upfront costs and make significant money, which then allows you to live and work wherever you want, is unbelievable and has never existed in the history of time.
It's hard to imagine that.
It's hard to imagine that. Yes. It's and it's funny because like I have been an entrepreneur for a while, and like when we moved back to the US, so I've been living in New Zealand for 8 years and living with my parents, and they're just looking at us like, what do you mean you're like talking to a screen, or what do you mean you're interviewing online, or like you make money doing that. It's like, because it's a mindset shift. Yeah. It's how we've done things in the past, how we've gone to work 9 to 5. This is how we make our money is not going to exist. And that's a good thing. It's going to change. There's going to be different opportunities, and you can't fight it, right? Yeah. Nobody is plowing with, a horse and a plow anymore. They're just never going to do that. Okay. And so you can just want to do that. Nobody's listening to records and CDs, and it doesn't exist anymore, okay? Technology has moved ahead. You need to be moving ahead, and we just really want you to.
Yeah, and it's okay to not be sure. Like, nobody knows what the future looks like, and it's okay to be unsure of that. But just get started. Start to learn the things, and you will get ahead, and you will move with the wave.
Correct. And you may find a whole area of interest that you didn't even know you had. And that now you can actually do it and enjoy it because technology helps you do all of the crap part of the job. And that's what's great about AI is it does all the crap. The tedious stuff. Like I love starting business. I love doing this. So we've started this podcast, this YouTube channel, this whole AI to simplify business model. And it's fast and it's easy. And because I've done it before, number one. But number two, all the technology just makes it way easier than when I started my other businesses. It was crazy. I could tell you the difference. I used to advertise in the Yellow Pages.
No. For what?
I did.
Hammer Time?
For Hammer Time Home Improvement.
Early 2000s, though.
You know what I also did that I can't believe I did. I thought about the other day. I advertised on the back of receipts at the grocery store.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. Did that work?
No. I'm not saying any of these things worked. But I mean, that's just the way things used to be. This is why you saw, ABC Plumbing, this is why they're A, so they get listed in the Yellow Pages first.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is why everything's named that way. Because if I just said Hammer Time, I'm in the H's, I'm in the middle, I'm like, it's like, yes.
They're in front of the A's.
They're in front of the A's, exactly. So, well, except for it's TWO, I believe. I don't know.
I think it's... Okay.
So AI to simplify, we're going to be in the A's. And so that's like the original Google search, right? So like you want to be on the first page or forget it, nobody's finding you, right? It was the same with, anyway, there's a little history on marketing and how far it's come.
I didn't even know that.
I do know things that you don't know sometimes.
I know you do.
Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Our goal with this episode was to just show you that you need to have a mindset shift that I'm going to tell you it's hard and you're going to be shocked. I want you guys to come on here and comment, whether it's here or on social media, and let us know when you have that realization of, oh my gosh, I should have used AI for that. Because you will have it and it will happen often and we're here for it.
It happens all the time.
And we understand. So please do that. So definitely if you want to join the community, you can fill out that form and we'll let you know about that. But we also like to end every episode with a challenge. So our challenge for you in your mindset shift is to take your AI in the voice command mode, because we just think that that's a lot easier. And I want you to walk through your entire day. Just talk. I get up, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, I go work out, whatever it is. Just talk through your day and then ask the AI, how can I simplify my life using AI if this is my typical day? Just ask it. And then what did we say last episode? Definitely, what else do you need to know before you answer the question?
Ask me anything else you need to know before you answer. Answer those questions.
Answer those questions and then see what it says. And your eyes are going to be opened as to what AI can help you with that you're not thinking about.
Yeah.
So that's your challenge this week. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And let us know other episodes, topics you'd like us to cover, because we are here for it. We have lots of ideas. We're trying to keep it basic to start, but we will definitely be diving into how we use certain softwares, ideas that we have. So thank you for joining us today.